Hey, what's up, everybody? As you can tell, my time in Peru has come to an end. I'm about to catch a flight to Santiago, Chile, and I am very, very, very excited. I used to work in Chile about 13 years ago, and I haven't been back since. And when I was there, man, there were cranes all over the place. They're building skyscrapers, office buildings, apartment buildings. It's like almost every other block they were building something. So I'm very excited to go back and see how the city looks now. This is my first time flying out of this airport. There's a lot more people here than I was expecting.
Oh baby girl, you're the one for me, one for me. But now one thing is over, a little thing is over. All of the girls, them they want for me, one for me. But me no one them over, a little thing is over. Yeah, yeah. And nowadays you no one see me. You know if you tell me say you fancy me. Shabby now you or you can't see me. Shabby now you or you can't see me. All of a sudden we no chance for me. Waiting you want, baby, answer me. Waiting I do, baby, try see me. Waiting I do, baby, try see me. Yeah, yeah. Till a man wait. For anyone hot for ache tonight. How many man left to make the light? Oh no, no. Cinema.
So much bigger than the old one. You can't even see from where I walked from. Been walking so long. I'm running late. Everybody else is already on the plane. I thought I had like 20 more minutes.
¿Habla español?
Sí.
Por el nombre yo digo igual americano. Pues tiene también aquí el menú para que le tomemos el orden y cualquier cosa que necesite. Por favor, nos dice. Solo son 2 horas 47.
Ah, ok. ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres?
De España.
De España. Ah,
sí.
El acento. Hace tiempo.
Bienvenido.
Sí, gracias.
Por favor, pongan en modo avión o apaguen los dispositivos electrónicos de mano. Otros de mayor tamaño, como ordenadores portátiles, deberán estar apagados y convenientemente guardados durante el despegue. Muchas gracias. Dear passengers, we have now closed the doors. Please enable flight safe mode or switch off all your electronic handheld devices. Larger items such as laptops must be switched off and stow away safely during takeoff. Thank you.
This airport looks brand new. Definitely not the one I flew into about 13 years ago. Yeah, this is definitely not the airport I flew into. That was super quick. Literally like 30 seconds. I need to get my bags. It's always nice when you get to the apartment and there's no surprises. You can see that everything is clean. In fact, the apartment looks pretty new. So right now I'm gonna get dressed, or get cleaned up, I guess I should say. And I wanna go take a walk over to my old neighborhood and see how things are over there. So I am back in Chile. One of the reasons why I'm so excited to be back here is that this was the first city that I lived in that was walkable. And before I came to Chile, I was always into vehicles. You know, driving around here, driving around there. And I loved owning a vehicle, I loved driving. But when I came here and I lived in Providencia, and then living in Providencia, I didn't have to drive. I had a car, because actually I had to drive to work, because the metro system wasn't as good as it was back then. But once I got back home from work, I could pretty much walk anywhere. After Chile, I went to Brazil, São Paulo, and then I was hooked. And from that point on, it has always been in my head to live in a walkable city.
Perfect bodies in the shallow blue, drifting faster than we should. Golden hour paints a dream like you. Even dreams start fading too. I am leaving, tell me what to do. I can feel it slipping away. Treading water, yeah, what's the use? I just hate playing these games. Slow drifts soft in the light. Come on, maybe at the bullseye. Late July, you're on my mind. We were never
Man, that food was really good. Really, really, really good. I didn't get to feel too much in there because I was talking to a guy that I met from Austria. And then not only that, they were closing up when I was eating, so I had to hurry up and eat and then get out of there. But that food was really good, especially the juice. That's one thing I remember about them, is that they always had fresh fruit juice, and the fruit juice was really, really good, really, really fresh. Last time I was here, I actually stayed in this apartment building. This was a long time ago, like back in 2011, 2012. And this place just does not look good at all right now. Looks really run down. Not certain what happened. But this Castaño, I can't believe this is still here. When I used to live over here, I would, in the morning, I would come down this street and I would like double park over there on the corner over there. And then I would go inside of Castaño and get like an empanada for breakfast. That place has been there for a very long time. It is a beautiful day in Santiago, Chile. Right now I'm on my way to get some lunch. I actually missed breakfast this morning. I wasn't really hungry. Went to bed kind of early last night because my sinuses were killing me.
tell you that I love you and much more, but I just can't find the words now. I don't wanna keep it to myself, but every time I open my mouth and stop by my pride, yeah. I'll be typing, then deleting. You must think I'm so confused. Baby, baby, if you only knew the truth. Need the moment, need the minute, just as bad as I need you, even though I'm way long overdue. So if you don't have to look too big, then I don't wanna keep you.
Right now, I'm heading down to the Plaza de Armas. It's Sunday, and I'm pretty certain that everything is closed in the downtown area, but I'm still curious to see what it looks like because I haven't been there so long.
Y gigante.
That's feces that you see on the ground, but that is not, I'm pretty certain that it's not dog feces. And this whole place smells like urine. That kind of gives you an idea of what the people think about this particular area, or should I say about this particular monument.
I will be lying if I told you that I'm over at the gods. I decided that I'm a hopeless optimist. You say your heart has had enough, but I do believe there's still some room in there for us. You can return the keys, you can walk out that door. I'll still be living in a dream, like we got years in store. Baby, won't you let me be the illusion?
It's an amazing coincidence. I just visited his museum in Lima, Peru the other day. I was walking by and I saw the mask on that little kid, and that's one of the masks that I saw in several of the murals in his museum. This must be a recent one because in his museum the masks are not colored in.
No sé si tú ves lo que yo veo. Hoy hay bellaqueo. Me siento bonito, ya llegó el verano, voy pa' los chipeos. No sé si tú ves lo que yo veo. Hoy hay bellaqueo. Me siento bonito, ya llegó el verano, voy pa' los chipeos. Mande location que de una voy. Donde hay un party, ahí yo estoy. No bajo solo, voy con el convoy. Pa' que me invitan, saben cómo soy. Que me pongo loco desde que bebo. El trago me da pa' buscar un booty nuevo. Esta vida es presta, yo la debo. Sin nada yo vine, por nada me llevo.
my way right now to the grocery store to get some water and some other supplies. This is crazy. I honestly thought this place was closed and shut down.